Imagine your 10-year-old comes home from school and asks, "What is artificial intelligence?" For many parents, teachers, and educators, that simple question can feel surprisingly difficult to answer. Should you talk about robots? Should you mention ChatGPT? Should you explain computer programming? Or is there a simpler way? The good news is this. You don't need to be an engineer or an AI expert to explain artificial intelligence to a child. You simply need to explain it in a way that connects with what they already understand. Today, I'll show you exactly how I would explain AI to a 10-year-old, and why getting this conversation right matters more than ever. Let's begin with something important. Today's children are growing up in a world where artificial intelligence is becoming part of everyday life. They see AI in search engines, in video recommendations, and in educational apps, in voice assistants, in translation tools, and increasingly in the classroom. Whether we like it or not, AI will become part of their education, their future careers, and many of the decisions they'll make as adults. That means AI literacy is becoming just as important as digital literacy. But here's the mistake many adults make. They think children need complicated explanations. They don't. Children don't need technical definitions. They need ideas they can relate to. If a child asks me, "What is AI?" I would never begin with machine learning, algorithms, or neural networks. Instead, I might say something like this. Imagine you wanted to teach a friend how to recognize a dog. At first, you show them one picture, then another, then another. Eventually, your friend starts recognizing dogs without your help. Artificial intelligence learns in a similar way. It studies lots of examples and begins recognizing patterns. Now, of course, AI doesn't learn exactly like people do. Children don't need that level of detail right away. The goal is to help them build a mental picture they can understand. Once they understand the idea of learning from examples, you've already built a strong foundation. One of the easiest ways to explain AI is to point out where children already encounter it. For example, if Netflix recommends a movie, AI might be helping. If Spotify creates a playlist, AI may be looking for patterns in what you enjoy listening to. If your phone recognizes your face, that's AI. If a translation app converts one language into another, AI is helping. If a navigation app suggests the fastest route home, AI may be analyzing traffic patterns. These examples help children realize something important. Artificial intelligence isn't some mysterious robot living in a laboratory. It's already part of many tools people use every day. And that's a much healthier way to introduce the topic than starting with science fiction. Now comes the part I believe is most important. Children should also understand what AI cannot do. This is where parents and teachers have a wonderful opportunity to develop critical thinking. I often tell children something like this. AI can be very helpful, but it doesn't know everything. AI can make mistakes, it can misunderstand questions. Sometimes it gives incorrect answers with great confidence. That's why we should never stop thinking for ourselves. One of the greatest gifts we can give children isn't teaching them to use AI. It's teaching them to question AI, to ask, does this answer make sense? Can I verify this? Is there another source? Those questions build habits that will serve children for the rest of their lives. If you're wondering where to begin, here's a simple conversation you could have at the dinner table tonight. Ask your child, where do you think you've already used AI today? You might be surprised by their answers. Maybe they watched videos recommended to them. Maybe they used a translation app. Maybe they searched for information online. Instead of giving a lecture, ask questions. Children learn best when they discover ideas with us, not just from us. The goal isn't to have all the answers. The goal is to explore together. Artificial intelligence will almost certainly become one of the defining technologies of your child's lifetime. But raising an AI-literate child isn't about teaching them complicated technology. It's about helping them become thoughtful, curious, and responsible learners. Teach them to ask questions. Teach them to verify information. Teach them that technology is a tool, not a replacement for human judgment. And perhaps most importantly, remind them that the qualities that make us uniquely human, our curiosity, empathy, creativity, integrity, and wisdom, will always matter. Because the future doesn't belong to the people who simply use AI. It belongs to the people who know how to use it wisely. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to AI for Smart Kids. Every week, we help parents, teachers, and educators prepare children for the age of artificial intelligence with practical guidance, thoughtful conversations, and evidence-based insights. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep learning together.